Good morning. I'd like to speak this morning about Samuel Dunk's tool chest. Yesterday we took all the tools out of the center portion of it, so now we can have a better look at it. And I would like to tell a story of Samuel Dunk, the owner of this chest and the builder of this chest. Samuel Dunk was born in 1786 in Kent, England. He went through a 7-year apprenticeship as a joiner carpenter. A joiner is a cabinet maker nowadays. He married Sarah Jane Dunk about 1812, so I think he was probably done his apprenticeship by that time. Now the final exam of his apprenticeship would have been to build the best tool chest he could build, and that's what he would be marked on. I think he got a very good mark. This chest is phenomenal. The only thing that I find odd about this chest is it doesn't have a veneered panel on here. Many of them did. There's no accommodation for one, as this lid fits straight down tight to that. So I guess there never was a panel on there. But it does seem strange because many of them did have that. Maybe he found something else to do. Anyway, this man, he married his wife and he had one child, Louis, who was born in Kent, England. Then he had a second son, Alonzo, who was born in Indiana. And he had William Red Bill Dunk, who was born in Ohio. And then George Martin Dunk, who was born in New York City, I presume City. He had 2 daughters as well, and they were born once he got here to Seymour Township in 1932. His first daughter was born, and his first daughter was the first child of European descent born in Seymour Township, and that would have been in 1834. So he left England in 1816, following the War of 1812. The family resided for a period in the Mexican state of Texas, which according to family tradition was so hot and dry and practically a desert. They were moved from Texas before the Mexican government began offering incentives to settlers, which initially attracted the impresario Stephen E. Austin. The Dunk family seems to have relocated contrary to the general immigration pattern followed by the majority of persons seeking newly opened land in the West. By December 1818, the Dunks had reached the Indiana Territory, only to reach the Ohio Territory by October of 1823. The family moved to Pennsylvania, and finally by January 1829, New York. By 1831, Samuel and Sarah had decided to live in a British-held territory, as they were still British citizens, I presume. The family traveled by boat on the Hudson River from Staten Island, New York, through the Erie Canal and into Lake Ontario. Once at Coburg, the family traveled by wagon to their final destination, which was Myersburg, right down the road, in the township of Seymour. The Dunk family took up residence on Lot 15 in the second concession of Seymour, Campbellford, Ontario. So this box did all its traveling early in its life and has spent the last 192 years within a 5-mile radius of where it is now, in my shop. So, this is our man who built the thing, who built this beautiful tool chest. The tool chest was inherited by George Martin Dunk, who is this gentleman on the right. And many of the plow planes and such were inherited by his other son, William Dunk, the gentleman on the left. I have no idea where the plow planes and stuff went to, but the chest is here now. So, this chest is a truly beautiful thing. The man who made it was a genius. I'm going to start lifting the tills out of this chest as each one comes out, and you place it where you want to work. Now if you look here, these are mahogany, I believe, and these are curly maple, and these are ebony strips in here. And these are veneered in. The front of the cabinets. I will lift this till out. They slide on brass rails, which I have never seen in one of these chests before. I've looked at many of these chests. I've never seen one that has brass rails on it for the tills to slide on. And they slide very nicely. So we'll take this over here. Unload it. So the idea of these tills is your storage, but also you can move them out and take them to the job site that you're going to work on. So the tools originally probably would have had the tools in it necessary for a particular job. That's no longer the case. I put the tools where they will fit, because I've got so many tools that I have to put them in where they will fit. Anyway, the first drawer, small hand tools. This is probably not the right period. I don't think I had this in 1810, but it's very old. It's a cloth tape. The winder on it. This is the leather case. I can't make out a name on it. So it says here, Universal Trademark on this tape measure. I think we're going to have a certain friend of mine restore this little tape measure. It'll look much better next time you see it. Beautiful. Clamps, early clamps. Beautiful little knife.
Leather knife, probably.
Leather knife.
Perhaps.
More clamps. This is a saw set. Early saw set. So you put your tooth of your saw in there, and you would bend it over like that till this hits the base of your saw. So you set your saw so it doesn't bind going through the wood. Set of calipers. Exterior or interior, I suppose. Exterior calipers, external calipers, as they call them.
All these are to be restored, for sure.
This is a different kind of a saw set. Perhaps I should get a saw. Just hold it for a second.
Go.
So just to demonstrate how these saw sets work, you put it on a tooth, such as that, then you bend it over until this, which is adjustable, so that all the teeth will be the same on that side. Then you go to the other side and bend it like that. Every second one, every other one, each way. And this is a different kind of a saw set, in that it fits over top the tooth. And the reason it's got a hole there is so it doesn't touch the tip of the tooth. And you can bend it like this or bend it like that. And this little guide here adjusts back and forth. So that stops it, so it's all the teeth are the same. The little stop will stop it. So all your teeth will be exactly the same, same set on them. So that's two different kinds of saw sets. Let me just put this back.
Yep.
I don't know. For small work,
Threads.
I have many little tools here that I have acquired, and I'm not sure what some of this is. A small screwdriver. It's newer than what this box is. The wooden handle. There's a very small set of calipers, which are very beautiful. These are probably the right vintage for measuring as much as anything, or making circles. Here's a plumb bob. The idea of this is to have your string on it, and if it goes straight down, hangs, and it shows you what's plumb from this point to this point. So you get things directly plumb, straight up and down. Here's a point that goes on a ruler. There should be two of these. Another plumb bob, miniature. I love these tools with just these little handles on them. I don't even know what some of these are for. They could be for leatherworking, they could be for veneering.
Mm-hmm.
A small screwdriver, small screwdriver. Don't know. Another plumb bob with a hole in the top. You put your string inside. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's just to put a knot inside.
Exactly.
Knot a string inside and then it goes down. Put that in the plumb bob carbon. And this is a stamp that says W. Dunk on it. So this was Samuel Dunk's son's tool stamp. I wish I had Samuel Dunk's tool stamp, but William will have to do. What is all this stuff? This card represents a cash purchase. Wow. Is worth 5 cents in the profit sharing merchantiles of this store at any time. And this is a Campbellford address of a store in Campbellford. Wow. T.S. Tate. So this came here, and he's got quite a few of them here.
Investment.
But the store is long gone, and so I guess their only value is historic interest.